I messed with some of my dudes a little off stream. I'm now a lieutenant instead of a veteran sergeant. I gave the veteran sergeant to the bulwark, if he's even here. No, I got no bulwark, so there's no veteran sergeant. Fuck it, we don't need him. What do I have? I have a fucking apothecary. Okay. I do not like the fact that the fucking apothecary and the chaplain can get stuffed into your fucking thing. I don't like that at all. I wish I could choose what bot. That's this fucking bot, or that's what these this fucking mod needs. They need to be let you choose what bots you want to bring in. If I could not stutter while I'm talking, that would just make my fucking day. Yeah, I would like to, you know, not get my ass kicked in horde mode, but you know, what's gonna happen is gonna happen. I'm ready for it. But I'm sure that it's all gonna be great today. I'm sure nothing bad is gonna happen. I'm sure I'm not gonna get my ass kicked. I'm sure everything is gonna go perfectly smooth. Honestly, I probably would just be playing the fucking horde mode if I didn't know that fucking turning your game back from modded to vanilla resets all the XP and progress you've earned. I had my tactical on the PC, like all my classes on the Xbox are fully maxed out, but on the PC I only had a couple of them maxed out. So I did my tactical, got it to Prestige 4. And then switched to unmodded for whatever fucking reason. And then, yeah, it reset all my progress. So, now I think I'm only Prestige 2 again. I was very upset about that. Made me very emotional. Get the fuck off me. I love the fucking flamethrower. They gotta add this into the regular game. Did I not just light your ass on fire? Fuck you, jumping on me like that. Jumping on me like a fucking horny slut in the fucking Second World War. What the? Didn't even see that. Well, poke your head out so I can murder you. You little bitch, get your ass over here. Oh, I see you, you little fucker. Unbelievable. See, don't be fooled, brothers. The Xenos are cowards. They are bitch made. Oh, there you are, you little fucker. Oh, I got my lick back. I'm happy. Ooh, Carnifex. Hey, Kira, welcome to the stream. Just time to watch me kick this motherfucker's ass. Here, I'll give you an all-spec scan, too. Hey, you fucking pussy!
How is it? Always manage to charge it right when I'm drawing a bead. I get a feed directly from your target.
That sucks, actually. I was so hyped when I got the power sword for lethal diff on Astartes. When I got back to it. Oh, yep. If I could stop walking in the walls while I'm trying to read chat, that would just make my day. Yeah, so I've learned a valuable lesson. If you download the Astartes mod and you don't have all your shit already maxed out on vanilla, either max your shit out before you go to fucking the modded game, or don't go back to the vanilla game after you fucking turn modded. Kiro, I didn't know you played fucking Space Marine. I gotta play with you sometime. Actually, I gotta play with both of you. I don't think I actually have played a game with... Actually, when the fuck did... No. Marky, I met you through a stream, right? Or did I meet you in a game? And because I know there was one guy that Dale and I played with who was really cool. And he joined the server. But I don't know if that was you or you joined through a stream or whatever the fuck. Go. Alright, fellas, we're in the poo. By the way, this is when did sergeants wield both storm bolters and a thunderhammer? That's some Dawn of War unification type of loadout. Actually, I'm a lieutenant, not a sergeant. And since I said so, I ain't going for lore accuracy this stream. I'm going for fun. Every other one of my streams is lore accurate. I'm allowed to have some fun every once in a while. But yeah, I got the Terminator Captain loadout. Stormbolter, Thunderhammer, Iron Halo. Actually, then again, every Terminator suit has a fucking shield, so you know, whatever. Fuck you, and fuck you. You get the Custodes Overhaul Mod. Honestly, I'm not a huge Custodes fan. I think they all kind of suck. I think they're lame. I think they're stupid banana boys with a superiority complex. I've only read about a few Custodes characters in the books that, like, I don't hate. And some of them are really cool. Alacor, whatever the fuck. The Custodes captain in the second Dawn of Fire book was really cool. Well, like, some of them are just dicks. I remember the second, or what was it? No, the third Dawn of Fire book, where a fucking Custodes Vicolin, he's a cool Custodes character. He's talking to a fucking guardsman or some other guy about, like, how every Custodes is made, like, with a purpose. Like, there's no mistakes and every design is intentional. And then the fucking guy goes, so someone, somewhere, actually thought it would be a really good idea to make fucking Conklin a total asshole. 40K books don't make me laugh a lot, but that was that was pretty fucking good. Alright, where is it? You can get bigger power swords. Okay, you know what? I may have to try the Custodes mod. You've sold me instantly. They're made that way to be the perfect killing or perfect killers, and they can kick over tanks. All I'm gonna say is, where were they the last 10,000 years? Besides, you know, sitting there with their thumb up their ass. That's all I'm gonna say. Ultramarines, however, have been everywhere, doing everything, just being the best ever. You know, I'm not biased at all. That's totally just objective facts. Everybody knows Papa Shadow is an objective source and just uses pure logic. Tola doesn't have an unnecessary fucking bias towards the Ultramarines and makes fun of everybody else. Every single Custodes is damn testosterone pricks with the responsibility of a potato. See, I don't like the Custodes because most of them are just dicks. Like, it's cool in some regards, but like others it's not. Like, I like the Custodes in the Tides episode 2, the female Custodes. And fucking, you can have your own opinion about the female Custodes argument all you want. I don't really give a shit. But my problem with it wasn't that she was a woman, it's that she was a bitch. Like, she was just a total douchebag the entire episode. And then they're like, during the Horus Heresy, like, War in the Webway, there's Blade trying to comfort a fucking boy who basically is now an orphan. And the Custodes just like, get the fuck away from me, you fucking piece of shit. I have no desire to talk to you. It's kind of cool reading about the dynamic. See, I disagree with that, that they're the Emperor's voice. I disagree with that because the Emperor has shown many times that even though he can't possibly, you know, be the most empathetic individual in the galaxy, he very clearly does value life. Because remember that every Primarch was fucking created giving, like, they all embody a certain aspect of the Emperor. And Vulcan, for example, is his compassion and love. The Emperor very much, obviously, you know, he can't be the most loving person in the world because he's got an empire to run. But he definitely cares a lot more about baseline humans and stuff than the Custodes do.
Take care not to peer too deeply down your scopes like that. My situational awareness might be
Plus, they rarely leave the Emperor's palace. See, I think the reason they don't leave is just because they're in there all kissing each other. That's just my theory, you know. I think they're all in there just fucking grabbing each other by the neck as they pull each other in for a tight, manly embrace and swap and spit. That's all they're doing. That's all they've been doing for 10,000 years. And dying to Harlequins. Although I'm pretty sure that got retconned. I don't know. I've never actually read through the War of the Beast. I have the first 3 books. I'll get to it at some point, but it really ain't a priority. Hey, a Space Marine. Oh, yeah! What's up, brother?
That is our way to the battle, my
Okay, well, nice fighting with you for 5 seconds. Keep kicking ass. Also, how do you get the... Unfortunately, you can't get the Overhaul Mod on Xbox. It's PC only. I'm using an Xbox controller, so that's why you see the button inputs. Because you got me fucked up if you think I'm playing this game with mouse and keyboard. Actually, speaking of reading books, I'm currently about halfway through the 4th Dawn of Fire book now. And I'll say this, it's a lot fucking better than the 3rd one. Wolf Time was... I didn't hate Wolf Time. In fact, I kind of enjoyed it because of how comical and bad it was. But, it has some cool scenes in it. Like, Gilman's obviously, he steals every scene he's in. Whereas, this book is actually awesome. I'm at the part right now where, the Black Templars, like, the fucking Black Templars are going to get sent... Yeah, I agree. 3rd one's way too fucking long. That book is about 4 hours too long, in my opinion. But whatever. I prefer the books to Legio Titanica. It's not the same thing. It's the Imperial Knights, but the 2nd Dawn of Fire book heavily features a lot of Imperial Knight combat. So if you count that as being the same, you may like Gate of Bones if you haven't already read it. I enjoyed Gate of Bones. It was a lot of guard action. Really, not a lot of Space Marines. I think that's cool. It's cool to know, like, in the Dawn of Fire series, like, in the Indominus Crusade, it's not just the Space Marines doing everything. In fact, it's majority still Imperial Navy and Imperial Guard. It was really cool. That book put a lot into perspective. You don't have Gate of Bones yet. Definitely, I think you'll like it. Avenging Sun is still my favorite because, you know, it's mainly Gilman. So, you know, I'm a little biased towards that. But the 2nd book is... I would argue the 2nd book is better written, but I prefer the plot of the 1st book better. Because the 1st book goes really into, like the actual moment the Primaris Marines are introduced into the setting. It's really cool. What is your favorite class of Titan? Honestly, I'm not a huge Titan fan. I think they're cool, but you know, I'm kind of basic in that regard. I think the Imperator classes are the best. The walking cathedrals. Titans do have some cool moments, though. I love the part where, like, Lorgar and fucking Angron almost got killed by, like, the smallest Titan class, the Warhounds. Warlords are cool as well. But Imperators are just, like... I'll tell you what. Warhound Titans and Warlord Titans are kind of in the realm of possibility. Whereas, like, Imperator Titans are just fucking comical. Like, they're just full-on walking churches that are, like, hundreds upon hundreds of meters tall and you can see from orbit. Since we talk about books, I have a real urge to get back to No No Fear because it's a masterpiece along with the... Oh, dude. People say it's the best Ultramarines book. And plus, Dan Abnett wrote it. So really, like, Dan Abnett doesn't really write bad books. Like, the worst book I've read by Dan Abnett was, like, a while ago. I don't even remember what the hell it was, because it was just forgettable. You just go, it was alright. I don't think I'll read it again. I have not read anything, like, even, like, Nick Kime, I like his books for the most part, but even he's written some stinkers. Like, I thought Knights of McCrag kind of sucked, and I fucking, you know I'm not bullshitting you when I say that, because I'm a huge Ultramarines fan, and a huge Second Company fan, and I love Chaos Sicarius. And even then, Knights of McCrag wasn't bad, it was just not amazing. Like, it spent... That was another book. That was like a fucking 11-hour book that should have been like 6 hours. It spent way too much time talking about characters you didn't give a fuck about, and all that other stuff. But even then, Knights of McCrag was still good. It had the problem of filling in the fucking gap between Dark Imperium and Fall of Damnos. I'm still thinking the fucking, the final Chaos Sicarius book should have been about the Second Battle of Damnos, but instead... all that lore is delegated to a fucking Necron Codex, which kind of sucks in my opinion. You should use Terminator armor. That is campaign only, unfortunately. I definitely would like to at some point. As soon as they finish that part, that would be awesome. I know Space Marine 1 has mods where you can play as a Terminator class in the Exterminatus mode, and that's really cool. I'll definitely play that. Well, I don't know if I ever will play that, but like when they make it available for operations, I'll definitely play the Terminator class. Is there a Lictor around here? Oh yeah, there is a Lictor. We'll kick your ass real quick. Fuck you. So far, like I'll tell you this, Markion, if you want a good Ultramarines book, the Uriel Ventress books are the best so far. The Chaos Sicarius books are still really good. It's different. Like, reading the Uriel Ventress books, the worst one is the fourth one. Even though it's still good, it's just kind of a filler novel. Whereas, like, you read the Uriel Ventress books, it's kind of like a fucking... It's like reading, like, okay. Comparing it to movies. The Uriel Ventress books, including all 7 of his novels and his fucking short stories... It's like Saving Private Ryan. Whereas Chaos Sicarius and all of his novels and the fucking short stories he has, they're like the Expendables. Like, Assault on... So, the fifth Uriel Ventress book, which is like the best 40k book I have read so far, and I've read a lot of them. Courage and Honor is my favorite book. What's your favorite Primarch? That is a tough one, because I like a few of them. But anyway, I'll get back to that in a second. So, Courage and Honor is about where they're fighting the Tau. And all their shit is just like they're constantly, you know, being tactical, trying to outthink and outplay each other, and it just escalates and escalates and escalates, and it's really good. That's every book. The Ultramarines are being extremely tactical, and Uriel Ventress is being an awesome captain and shit like that. Whereas the Chaos Sicarius books, literally Assault on Blackreach, the first one, is just Chaos Sicarius walking into a room going, alright, listen, we're gonna bomb the fucking planet from orbit, and while we're doing that, we're all gonna go down there and drop pods and beat the fuck out of these orcs. And then they do it, and then they fucking succeed. It's awesome. But yeah, it's like Saving Private Ryan versus the fucking Expendables. The Uriel Ventress books are like gritty, tactical, you know, grounded, quote-unquote realistic for 40k standards, and then Chaos Sicarius' books are just like, yeah, I'm gonna go over there and fuck that thing up. And then they do. Can I see all the weapons and spot ads? Yeah, sure. As soon as I'm done here, assuming this game doesn't crash on me. I'm sure it won't. It'll be fine. I'm sure nothing bad is gonna happen. Anyway, favorite Primarch? I have 3. Rogel Dorn, Gilliman, obviously, and Lionel Johnson. Those are all my favorites. I have other ones I like. Well, actually, technically I have 4. Perturabo, Rogel Dorn, Gilman, and Lionel Johnson would probably be all my favorites. Alright, so, all the weapons this stuff adds. So, you've got Firstborn Bolter, which is just a bolt rifle, but it fires 2 instead of... It fires in 2-round bursts. It's awesome. They separate the Marksman Bolt Carbine from the regular Bolt Carbine, so you have 2 different versions, each with their own skill tree upgrade. It allows you to carry stuff like the Las Fusil and the Bolt Sniper Rifle on a tactical class. You get the Pyre Blaster. For pistols, you get the Firstborn Bolt Pistol, which includes all of their Chaos skins. And you get the Assault Bolter, which this one is the stuff that, like, Inceptors take when they drop from orbit. But then you can upgrade it into a Storm Bolter, which is what Terminators use. And for weapons, they don't really add anything. You could use a Power Fist on Tactical. Every class now has access to every melee weapon. So that's how that is. Let's see here. And they add a whole bunch of armor stuff. 2 classes. The Astartes mod is awesome. I fucking love it. It's the best way to play Space Marine 2, in my humble opinion. In my humble, extremely correct opinion. Alright, now who was the person complaining about fucking lieutenants carrying fucking storm bolters and shit? Alright, I will switch. I will switch to auto bolt rifle, heavy bolt pistol, and power sword. That's lore accurate. Can I try to join? You can if you want, but I do have some extra mods installed. I don't know how it'll work, but if you can get that to work, here's the code. I will leave that up here for a few seconds. I like Horus and Perturabo. I don't like Horus because of the fall of Horus. Like, there's a saying in the books. Like, well, not in the books, like, about the books. Everything about the fall of Horus was great, except for the actual fall of Horus. Like, which sucks, because, like, it's one of the most important events in the entire lore, and it feels like they kind of rushed it, you know? But, whatever. Ooh, I wonder if he'll actually be able to join. That'll be cool. Markion, just a heads up, I'm probably not going to be able to talk to you, but, you know, you'll be here, so that's all that matters. Okay, let's keep going. I'm going to go back to minimal just to enjoy myself a little bit more. You know the Emperor actually loved Horus the most. I disagree with that. I don't think the Emperor truly loved any of his Primarchs in the way that in the way that it's said. Because the Emperor even said, like, the Primarchs were tools. So it would be like having your favorite screwdriver. So, like, it's... I don't know. It's weird. Because, like... Well, you gotta also think about, like, how many fucking theories there are about... you gotta also think about how many theories there are about, like, the Emperor and Horus and all that stuff. Like, the theories about, like, oh, the Emperor knew the War Master would fall, so he purposely put Horus in that position rather than, like, someone like Lionel Johnson or something. Yeah, see, you have a point with that, Alistor, but, there are also other conversations you have with, like, Lionel Johnson, where, like, because Lionel Johnson's like, why'd you hold this whole ceremony for Horus just to promote him? And the Emperor basically says, like, look, Horus needs this for his ego, whereas men like you, I can rely on just to get the job done. Like, some men need recognition for their deeds, and some do not. Which I think is cool. I think if it comes to, like, actual favorites, I think Lionel Johnson was probably his actual favorite. Because there are certain things he trusted the Lion with that he did not trust anybody else with. You know, like cosplay as Perturabo. Really? How? That's awesome. Let's see here. Ooh, yeah, here we go. Let me put some green on here first. There we go. That's awesome. Oh, wait, no. Sergeant logo is supposed to be on this knee instead. So let me fix that real quick. And get that shit off. Yeah, you know what? I'll make my guy a first fucking Tarag war veteran. My guy's gonna be like 400 years old. Dude's on par with Titus. Let's go. Alright. Oh, hey, he's actually in. Awesome. Fuck yeah. Cool. Be nice to actually play with him. What the fuck is... Oh, it's a Sword Brethren. Oh, that's fucking cool. Wait, is that a Sword Brethren? Is that a Black Templar logo? Oh, it is a black... Oh, sweet. Okay, cool. I wasn't... Okay. Titus is over 400. Yeah. I don't understand why this game says he's 200. Well, actually, no. I understand exactly where that came from. That came from an old fuck-up with the old Graham McNeil novels. Because in Chains of Command and Nightbringer and I think, like, up to, like... I think it was up to, fucking... one of the books. It describes the gold studs as being used for 50 years. So, like, Captain Idaeus had 4, so he was 200. And then Uriel had 2, so he was 100. But he later corrected that in the short story, The Death of Uriel Ventris, where he goes, he was over 200 years old, and his name was Uriel Ventris. But the number of service studs, it remains the same. So they fixed that lore, but the problem is someone that, like, doesn't read that specific short story and doesn't get that updated lore proceeds to make a game like Space Marine 2 where they say, oh, the gold service studs are half a century when they're not. So Overhaul is like, fuck that up. Okay, good. Okay, oh, fuck. Shit. Game's taking a little while to load. I have the game on HDD, so I'm going to load a little bit later than you. Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure my thing wasn't going to fuck up. But yeah, so they fixed the lore, but... And, like, even if you look at, like, from a mathematics standpoint, like, Titus was born 80 years before the Battle of Macragge. So that was roughly... that was over... Well, not going to say over. That was 400 years ago in current lore. Okay, I'm going to wait for him to load in first. But yeah, they, Oliver Hollis, like, fucked that up in the lore. Yeah, I don't like the theory of Titus being, like, chosen by the Emperor. I don't like all that. I wish he just, like, I kind of like the idea that he's just a particularly badass Ultramarine. Which I always thought was a little weird, because, like, all Space Marines are supposed to be, like, particularly, resistant to the touch of chaos. I don't understand why it was a big deal that, that Titus was, like, special about that, but they kind of showed it, especially in the secret level thing, where they really showed, like, how badass Titus actually was. That, like, he knows no fear, so chaos can't, like, manipulate him in that degree. So it's cool as shit. Plus, secret level also fixes the whole Titus' age thing, because they have Mataris just say centuries ago. Like, it would have been bad if fucking Mataris in Secret Level was like, yes, 200 years ago I chose Tau. It's like, oh, you motherfucker. Plus, if you really want to, like, get particular about Titus' age, the first Assault on Blackreach is, like, the first novel with Kato Sakaris as the captain of the second company. Took place over around 200 years before current lore. So there's your 200-year time gap right there. So that really fits into the whole Titus 400, not 200. which I think is fucking funny as shit that, like, people... I'm gonna toot my own horn here, but, you know, whatever. Titus, well, I've read basically every Ultramarines book. Like the number of Ultramarines books I haven't read is in, like, maybe 5. And even then, like, I have them, I just haven't got to them yet. Like, Calgar's Siege and Calgar's Fury, I own, I just haven't read them yet, because I'm reading a million other things at the same time. So, like, I was able, because I'm fucking autistic with all this stuff, I was able to map out the exact timeline that, like, Titus was taken, like, around what year and stuff. Because Titus was chosen over Chaos Sicarius to be the second company captain. Oh, what the hell? I hope next game he becomes captain of the First Legion. See, I don't want him to replace Agamemnon. Agamemnon's cool. I like his character in every book I've read of him. I want Titus to regain control of the second company. Because Captain Acheron is very much just a fucking placeholder. Like, when he was first released and shown off, he's literally just like Phobos, or Captain in Phobos armor. He wasn't even a named character. Which is fucking disappointing, because... Oh, what the... Like, I don't know. I'm hoping in the third game, like, well, firstly, I want to fight the Word Bearers in the third game. Get payback for Cal. Have the Ultramarines just completely stomp the fucking Word Bearers. And then give Titus back command of the second company. Have, like, Gadriel, Chiron, Malum Kaido, and Mataris all be his command squad. Like, move Malum Kaido over to the second company. Because they've been setting it up. Like, Mataris is the only member of his squad still alive. Titus is on his own. And then you have Malum Kaido, who's sole survivor of his squad. And then you have Leandros. So that's a 4-player co-op campaign for 4 characters. You've got Titus, Mataris, Leandros, Malum Kaido. And it's a perfect dynamic. Leandros is purely against Titus. Mataris is fully in support of Titus. So there's a whole lot of stuff with that, like, with the dynamics of the characters and stuff, you really can make a cool campaign. I'm hoping the story is a lot more personal. It involves Titus a lot more and such. This game is very good. I fucking love this game. I think the game is great. But they definitely fucked up the story. It does not... This game just feels like a battle that Titus just happens to be taking a part of, rather than, like, something that revolves around Titus.
We made our Primarch proud. I give him unstrapped. We are the Imperial. Taking up extra rounds.
I love just the shit talk the fucking regular Ultramarines do. It's awesome. But yeah, I don't want Titus to... Even though he's definitely qualified, I don't want Titus to take command of the first company. I like Agamemnon, and I don't want him to cack or anything. Kill off Acheron, because Acheron's really not even qualified to be a fucking captain. He's kind of crappy. Just sitting up there in that fucking bow barge all day, yelling at me. Like, literally, like... Especially when you consider the captains that came before Acheron. Before Acheron, you had Titus, who, like, in Space Marine 1, guys like, hey, man, the orcs are shooting down all the fucking things, and we can get Ultramarines on the planet, but, like, we'll probably lose some fucking guys. So Titus is like, alright, well, here's what we're gonna do. I don't want to take any fucking casualties, so you fucking fly away, and we're gonna jump using jump packs and go into the fucking... We're gonna jump from the sky and fuck everything up. In Space Marine 1, Titus was literally the first Space Marine on the planet. And then you have Chaos Sicarius, which if you read any of his books, you know how much of a badass that dude is. And then you have fucking Acheron that just sits in the battle barge all day. It's like, come on, man. And the few missions that he does lead, that, like, you know about in the lore, really aren't fucking all that impressive.
How close are you to the Promethean facility?
I don't know. I don't like Acheron. Especially when you read about, like, other Ultramarine. Like, you read about High Marshal Helbrecht. And, like, all the shit he gets up to. I'm very disappointed, like, with how they treat Acheron in the lore. Like, he's very much just kind of like a fucking regular placeholder. I'm hoping they fix that. Well, I'm either hoping they fix that in the lore, in the books, or in the fucking next game, or alternatively, kill his ass off. What the fuck? The stream is lagging like a motherfucker.
Deploying now. Rights of activation have been observed. The
Try
generators handling the machine.
reloading the stream again. I hope it's not fucking up.
Crane sequencing initialized. Delivering payload.
Yeah, it is a little bit laggy. If it keeps up lagging after I get done with this, I will fucking DC. I'll fucking. Well, I'll stop the stream and I'll fucking fix the router and shit, and then I'll start the stream back up. Could be fine though. I don't know.
The first leg of this race is behind us.
Ooh, I hear a lictor. Damn, that fucking bot just executed a lictor.
Follow only the divine protocols.
Holy crap. Is the stream lagging for y'all? Because it's looking pretty fucking bad on my end.
We have terminated their request. Changing magazine.
That seems pretty fucking... I hope that's just my phone. What the fuck? That was quick.
No errors logged under the Osiris watchful oculus. Bomb is in place. There is an observation platform overlooking the Promethean fields. It will make a good vantage for your ambush.
Should have taken some ranged weapon.
We must proceed together.
Doesn't sound very Black Templar-y of you, brother. Kind of sound like an Ultramarine right now. Which is kind of a I just stole that fucking kill from you. God damn it. I didn't do it on purpose.
Reloading.
God damn, I'm just popping fucking domes over here. Bitches.
Fresh magazine in.
Oh, I still have a fucking storm. God damn it.
Arrived at Nozick's facility. Run distraction efforts as long as you can. On my honor, I will ensure your mission.
You have a melt-a-gun with a fucking bulwark. You have no range. At all, dude. God damn. Enemy gets close to you, they're gonna get fucked up, but, you know, besides that... Oh, sorry. Okay, no, you're not. I was gonna say, are you using a Gravis backpack? It was a bit laggy before, but it seems good now. Okay, well, if it's good now, let me know if it lags, guys. I don't want you watching shit. Like, I will fucking... I will take the time to fix this stuff. You guys are gonna watch me, you deserve to watch something quality. My subscribers deserve the best. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Oh, yeah. Yeah, what he said.
Main swarm sighted. We await your signal, Captain.
Dig in. We need that bomb triggered for optimal yield. Orbital scan estimates the bulk of the swarm will not be in position for...
My fucking guy looks awesome.
Keep your heads and get it done.
This is why the Ultramarines so cool. Fucking space Romans. That and blue on gold just looks sexy as fuck. Come on, bitches! Y'all want some of this?
Swapping magazine.
The bulk of the swarm is continuing along the predicted path. Continue holding.
Currently re-downloading Space Marine 2. Hell yeah!
We have been outmaneuvered.
Whatever gives you an excuse to fucking slay Xenos and heretics. Did I just one-shot that fucking warrior? Two Melta's not really Templarian either. Heavy Flamer is the... Might lag because of me. Game trying to Oh, no, I'm sure it's fine.
Halfway there, brothers. Keep it up.
Usually that's got nothing to do with it. The problem is I have my house has two Wi-Fi fucking things for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't question it. But according to my father, there was a whole issue with the Wi-Fi, so they gave us two for free. And so if one's being a bit laggy and one's sucking fat dick, I could just use the other one. So what I would do is if this stream was laggy, I would literally just, I would end the stream, I would fucking switch from one Wi-Fi thing to the other one, and then I would just, start the stream back up. And then we just continue where we left off. Which means you guys just have to come back or something, and then he'd have to rejoin the game. Which I know everybody would come back, because you just can't go on without Papa Shadow in your life. You know what I'm saying? Everyone needs a little Papa Shadow in their life.
Be ready for my mark.
Oh, you dodged my power sword, you little bitch!
You are clear to detonate. Cook those rotten bastards.
Hell yeah, let's light this fucking field on fire when there's nothing here.
Fire trap initiated.
Just because burning shit's awesome. I don't need a reason. Honestly, most of the Space Marine looks are baller. Yeah! Wow, the fucking stream is way behind. The fucking latency is extreme.
Extraction complete. Return.
Like, I literally just saw the fucking... I'm guessing you guys just saw the part where I said that fucking my character looks awesome. Because Kiro just typed that. I gotta be like 5 minutes ahead or something. I set the latency a low. It seems like whenever I set the latency a low, the latency always gets fucked up. I don't know what's up with that.